Sit in the chair, Sally.
Listen, I can't. I'm sorry, I'm nervous.
I'm just gonna be. Stop. Let me get my notes together, Sally. Okay, and you can just have. You want a drink or anything, Sally?
No, I'm good.
Did your nose change since the last time I saw you? You look a bit more like Voldemort now. You're sitting on the floor, Sally.
Shut up.
Excuse me.
Listen, all right? Don't talk about my fucking face, all right?
Thank you for taking your shoes off before you came in here, Sally. I appreciate that.
No, these are my shoes. I found them in a trash can.
Just
my
listen.
other-
I'm saying thank you.
Financial hard times.
Why aren't we supporting him?
It's a good question. You're his superior. Support him.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't have access to the PBSO budget. What the?
Chain of command, Doc. Chain of command.
All right, okay. I'll give him
bit.
some money, and then you got to give me that money because you're my superior.
Yeah, we'll come in the next budget.
Okay. Right, Shirley. Just before we get started here, okay. Obviously, you've got your officer advocate present, which is fantastic, so they can attest to your character. They can speak up or anything like that. Okay.
Yes, I can attest that Sally Avvocata is fucking useless.
Oh my god! Noted.
Woo!
All right. Well, good start, Sally. Glad you chose this advocate. Okay. Well,
can I call Pred in as well? Is Pred around? Can I call Pred too?
I don't think Pred's around. Also, he's
not
not.
around.
He's not in your chain of command anymore. He's.
Why? But he knows me the best.
He does.
He hired. Yeah, he's my best friend.
When did he hire you? Did he hire you up in Polito?
No, he didn't hire me. I had fucking worked hard to be fucking hired.
Oh, congratulations.
I did fucking Polito Foot Patrol for 2 goddamn months.
Oh, so you were a fake cop.
Yeah.
Wow. That explains a lot, actually. Okay, obviously you can have a recording device present, Sally, if you like. But obviously, if you request a copy of this recording, I can give you that as well. So, before we get started, if at any point during this interview I order you to give a truthful statement, I can't use that statement in court, okay? You're protected by your guarantee rights. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, fantastic. Okay, Sally, we have received a complaint about you. And this is regarding the casino incident which occurred 5 days to a week ago now. Remember we had that casino robbery that one morning?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Shirley, I'm just going to ask you questions, and I just want you to keep your answers truthful for me, okay? I will advise you, Sally, that the more truthful you are, the easier this is going to be, and the more lenient whatever punishment might come your way is going to be as well, okay?
So you're saying that there's automatically going to be a punishment?
No, I didn't mean that, Sally. Jesus Christ, get off my ass.
Isn't that what he said?
Sounded like.
Oh my God.
It's what it sounded
Sounds like
like.
he's already made his mind up.
I
doesn't it,
have
Sally?
not made my
Kinda
mind up.
sounds biased.
Guilty before being innocent.
Tell me
Wow.
biased, please. Right, Sally, listen. So, you handcuffed a number of individuals during that casino robbery, is that right?
No. I handcuffed one person, Carmine.
Well, you handcuffed Carmine. Is that Carmine Costello?
The guy that works at the casino, I didn't get his ID. I know his name is... Hey, how you doing? My name is Carmine. I don't... How dare you do this to me? That's how he spoke.
Okay. And the people who were handcuffed, where were they brought to in the casino?
So I was told to hold up or hold down the front entrance with the doors of the casino right in front of the stairs that lead down. I handcuffed Carmine and I said, okay, we're going to keep you here until everything is clear. And then after that, 3 or 4 more individuals were brought up to me, all handcuffed already. And then after a couple of minutes, they brought up Ketchup, who... they were saying had broken ribs, but I asked on the radio if I could do anything about it, and they said, no, you have to keep her in cuffs.
So she was brought up to you, and who was it? Who was she brought up by?
Somebody I don't know who it was. It was another cadet. She was brought up. People were saying, "Oh, she has got broken ribs. She's in pain. She just had some traumatic accident happen." As I said, listen, I can do what I can. I can ask the people who are in control of the situation, and I can call for EMS. But I asked if I could handcuff her. I was told no, but I did call EMS, and then I just waited.
Okay, so you asked on the radio whether or not Ash could be uncuffed. Is that right?
Yes.
And who were you told no by?
Whoever was in control of the situation. I believe. I don't know if it was Snow, but there were a couple of SWAT leads there. And it was pretty much keep them there and keep everybody handcuffed up until the situation's over.
Okay, how long was Ash in handcuffs for before she was able to be cut loose?
10 minutes or something. 10 minutes, a little bit longer.
Okay, during that time, did she express the amount of pain she was in?
She was more so crying, saying she didn't want to go back to her room. That's what she was saying. And then saying, ow, ow, ow. And I said, ma'am, listen, I would love to help you, but I have orders, but I have EMS coming, and EMS arrived about 5 minutes later, and she was fully checked out, but I still wasn't allowed to handcuff her because it was an active situation, and we had no idea who was involved with it.
Okay, so she was saying she was in pain. She mentioned that she didn't want to go back to a room or something like that. So you said the EMS would come in. You told her that you couldn't cuff her. Is that right?
Yeah. Plus, I had like 2 goddamn civilians yelling at me, mother goddamn fucking calling me all kinds of names, goddamn, fucking you dumbass cop, you fucking you fucking how dare you not uncuff her, and I'm just trying to be calm, do my job. I have some fucking assholes, throwing shade at me, goddamn Carmine over there, like, hey, how are you? How you can't do this to me? Come over here, come on, come talk to me. And I talked to him, and then I had these other assholes still fucking yelling shit at me. And I yelled at him, I can't do nothing because my commanding officers told me not to. I'm a goddamn solo cadet, and I gotta listen. If I was any higher rank, maybe I could have done something. But hey, fucking, I'm just over here doing my job, and my job is to keep the officers safe. And if that means keeping people that are hurt in cuffs, then I'll do that. It's my job.
Question, Sally. Bit of a kind of hypothetical here. If, for example, she was handcuffed in the front instead, would that have changed anything? Would she still?
What do you mean in the front?
Like if you handcuffed her hand in front of her, or handcuff one of her hands to a railing or something like that, would she have been more of a danger at that point?
I don't know what kind of danger she was because I wasn't told to do anything else but keep them where they were. I wasn't told cuff them to the wall, change their cuffs, or anything else. I was just doing what I was told. I'm not gonna take any chances by uncuffing somebody just to cuff them back to a door and then maybe them pull out a knife on me, pull out a gun or anything else. Who knows? Criminals goddamn act all kinds of goddamn suspicious. They can act. Criminals are the best fucking actors. You guys should know. You talk to them all the time in the investigation cells. Who knows? Maybe she was acting. I uncuff her. She grabbed a knife. I get stabbed in the gut. It happened before. Why wouldn't it happen now?
You could have asked her if she had any weapons on her. She might have given you permission to frisk her and check her and that kind of thing.
I tried to speak to her multiple times, but she, as I said, she kept being in this trance of being like, I don't want to go back. Ow, ow, ow. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to the room. She was not in a coherent state. The only 2 motherfuckers that could speak in instead were instead yelling at me, telling me how much of a fucker I was and a bad cop because I couldn't uncuff her, because I was told I couldn't uncuff her.
May I?
Sure, Nova.
So, from my understanding of this, Sally, you're at a casino, there's an active robbery going on, and multiple people you've been brought to and had detained out in the casino, right? And the situation was still actively going on inside the casino.
Yes.
Okay. All right, just so I'm on the same wavelength there. Okay.
Okay, I'll clarify things here. There was a casino, there was people downstairs, there was a shootout eventually. Sally had 4 or 5 people in handcuffs at the top of the stairs. The complaint has come in that Ash Ketchup was significantly injured from a traumatic experience with broken ribs, and she was placed in handcuffs and was in pain for a significant amount of time, and she was not... Her position wasn't changed, which caused her a significant amount of pain. And that's the issue here. That's what we're trying to get down to, okay? Though that being said, Sally, did the people shouting at you that piss you off, Sally? Telling you how to do your job and that kind of thing?
Well, I mean, I just told them to let me do my job, and I yelled at them because they kept yelling back at me. And as a force continuum states, if they start yelling, we should go one step higher. So I have to take control of the goddamn situation. So if they start yelling at me, starting to bark orders at me, I'm the officer there, not them. So I've got to show some sort of, goddamn, I got to stand my ground and
How did you do that? How did
you?
you step up wanting the folks when they were yelling at you? How did you do that?
I just yelled back. I told them that I'm doing what I can and that I'm trying to reach out to whoever's in control of the situation while also calling out for EMS for her. Like I did everything I could in my power in that situation, as best as I could.
So what, Sally, you're trying to say is you were following the chain of command?
Yes.
Do you remember, I like bringing this up because I really like this. I like how this has been consistent for like 2-3 years now. Do you remember that question in your interview when it's like, if you see like Trooper Andrews beating up a suspect, that kind of thing? Do you remember that question, Sally?
No.
You don't remember that question? No. Okay, I'll pose it to you. So you're a cadet, right? And you see Trooper Andrews. There's a handcuffed suspect, and Trooper Andrews is beating this suspect up for absolutely no reason. He's in handcuffs. He ain't done nothing. He's in custody at this point, and Andrews is beating him up. What are you doing?
And there's no logical reason for it?
No, he's fully in handcuffs. He's got shackles on his legs. He's got shackles on his arms. He can't move. There's no logical reason to beat someone up at that point, Sally.
Well, yeah, calm the situation down, and if it continues, to put the trooper in cuffs, find out what happened, call for backup, and then go from there, and then explain the situation from my perspective.
Right. So in serious or outlying circumstances, the chain of command disappears at some point, where you have to act as a police officer who's protecting people and not just following mindless orders, right? That's kind of the point of that.
But I mean, I wouldn't say that is the exact same thing that happened there, though. The lady, she was in cuffs and she said she was in pain, but I'm not a medical expert, so I can't judge if she's acting or actually in pain, right? I asked for medical to arrive on scene. Medical arrived. They took about 5 more minutes because they didn't know if it was code 4. So even if she was crying or saying she was in pain, I don't know. I don't got no medical license. All right, I fucking need goddamn IFAX every goddamn day. That's about the most medical I like this. I'm just here doing my job, and I was told keep them in cuffs. Doesn't matter what they say. You can call EMS. EMS was called. And then afterwards, right as EMS was there, about maybe 5 minutes later, right at the end, that's when the entire SWAT team went down, and I was told to cut them all loose, which I did. And then I said to Ash, Miss Ketchup, I said, you can now go with EMS and be treated, because the EMS at the end of that stated that it was needed, and as she was cut loose.
So, to clarify, you're saying that during the situation, while there was an ongoing shootout at the casino, this individual stayed handcuffed?
Yes. I kept them handcuffed because it is an ongoing situation, shootout, and anything might happen. I don't know were they involved or not, if they had...
So, do you normally uncuff suspects or any potential suspects while an ongoing shootout is going on?
All right, let's clarify, Sally. This wasn't during the active shootout, was it?
Part of it was because part of it when the EMS arrived, that's when the shootout happened, and that's when everything, when everything went down.
Great. All right, Shirley. So once she was going to be cut loose and all that, at any point did you obviously you heard about the trauma that Ash was going on about, saying she didn't want to go back in this room, right? That's correct.
What she
Shirley?
said, I don't want to go back to a yeah, something like that. Yeah.
All right. Did you at any point say to Miss Ketchup that she was going to go back to that little room?
No, I said, well, actually, ma'am, we're inside of a room right now, so there's nothing to be afraid of.
Okay. Shelley, I've got 3 different witness testimonies that state that you said to Ash, you were going to go into that little room now when she was leaving for EMS.
That is not true at all. That's not what I fucking said. That is not what I said.
It's not? So just, okay, Shelley. All right, just clarify your statement for me and I'll write it down.
Right. So as EMS arrived, I said, "Listen, the EMS are going to take you, and you'll go with them in that little room, and there's nothing to worry about because they're going to heal you." Then she said, "I don't want to be in the room." And I said, "Well, ma'am, we're kind of right now. We're in the entrance of the casino, so you are inside of a room right now." And that's all I said. But I never said you're going to go back into that specific little room. I never said you're going to go back in that specific little room.
Shelley, can you see how that might be a bit traumatizing if you're telling her that she's going to go in another little room?
I said she was going.
Why did you have to use those words, Shelley? Why did you have to use the words little room?
That's all she was saying. I don't know. I get nervous. Everybody was fucking getting shot at. I was the only cadet there. I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't know how to speak to damaged people.
No, you're not a fucking psychiatrist. You're not a fucking medical professional either, apparently. Are you a cop, Shelley?
I am a cop, but does that mean I need to be a medical
No, you need to have a bit of sensitivity training, I think. I already sent you to fucking trainee EMS because you beat Crystal to the brink of fucking death.
Hang on a minute, Richard Dark.
That's my name.
Richard Dark. Now, you listen to me, okay? By the sounds of it, this cadet here has followed the chain of command and done his due diligence in following the orders of the chain of command during an active shootout, okay? That is what he has stated today. Am I wrong, Sally?
Not at all, man. Not wrong at all.
In a high-pressure situation where multiple officers, I presume, what was the end result of that situation, Sally? Do you know what happened?
A lot of officers were shot, and I was ordered to let them all go and leave. I let everybody go. I told Miss Ketchup, "You can now go with the EMS."
Was anyone arrested
No.
for that incident?
No.
Were there any other officers able to recall what happened there?
There were a couple of other or a lot of other cadets right at the entrance of it. Yes, that would probably remember it.
So when you were ordered to, when did the order come in to uncuff the suspect?
Right after SWAT went down.
So when the scene was declared over and finished and the withdrawal call was made, is what you're saying?
Yes. When we were told to withdraw from the casino, that's when I was told, let them all go, which I immediately did.
Was there a point to that, Nova? Was there a point to your little fantastic monologue that you just made?
No, the point is you are bringing up a completely different contextual situation with Andrews beating up a suspect to an officer following chain of command.
No, I disagree. I think it's very similar because what it takes is a cadet needs to think on their own. Right, and it doesn't sound like right now that Sally's thinking on his own at all. Okay,
well, hang on a minute,
there's a person who is crying in handcuffs, who's clearly in pain, and Sally can't even cuff them to a fucking bar.
Sally, what did you just say previously? Hang on. Yeah. Sally, did you just state you have uncuffed somebody before and they have stabbed you?
Yes.
Aren't we trained to keep suspects detained until the situation is over and code 4, regardless of whatever happens?
Yes, ma'am.
Shelley, have
Did you know?
hold on, Nova. I'll ask a question now. My
Right.
turn. Shelley, you ever been in a situation where that like a bunch of criminals been shot, not injured?
Yes, and even when criminals are shot, we cuff them. And
Yeah,
it
you
doesn't
cuff
matter how
them,
much in pain
and
they
then you
are.
take them to pillbox, don't you?
Yeah.
And then what happens? You sometimes cuff them to the bed.
Sometimes, I mean, sometimes they stay cuffed because we cuff them on scene when they're shot full of bullet holes in pain.
No, but sometimes you might uncuff one hand and cuff it to the bed so that they're not their hands aren't behind the back in
It
the bed.
depends if they need surgery.
Right, but
yes,
that
if they
has
need surgery,
happened,
yes.
right, Sally? Right, so there's cases where people get handcuffed, where unhandcuffed on one hand while they're injured, so they're more comfortable.
I personally have not had to do that. Yes, no.
But other people do it, as in the police department.
I've heard of it, yes, but it's usually, as I said, it's probably usually when they have surgery. No, because usually we're in and out of pillbox within 5 minutes of them being admitted.
Counter question. How many hands do you need to stab someone, Sally?
One.
How many hands do you need to pull a gun and shoot someone, Sally?
One.
How many knives do you need to stab someone, Sally?
One.
How many guns do you need to shoot someone, Sally?
You can do it with one, you can do it with two, you can do it with three.
You could.
Sally, what do you need to search somebody, Sally?
Hands?
No, what do you need to search somebody?
Oh, probable cause.
What do you need to frisk someone, Sally?
Reasonable suspicion.
Why were they handcuffed, Sally?
Because they were in an active scene right at, they were on an active scene, so they were handcuffed. And
So they were detained, right? So, do you think you could have frisked them then?
I wasn't told to frisk them. I was told to
use your brain, Sally. Do you think you could have frisked them then?
I probably could have, but I didn't because I was told not to.
Exactly. Now, were you told not to frisk them? Was that specifically...
Actually, at the end of this, Doc, you told me, because I got conflicting orders, because you told me, take their things and then let them go, but then Snow yelled at me and called me
Snow yelled at everybody.
Snow yelled at me and called me a Muppet saying just let him go. But I listened to you first because you told them, search them and take their shit if they have anything. And then I got called a Muppet for it. You knew that I cuffed them at the end because you were active in that situation itself.
That's true, Sally. I was, yeah. We're done. Right, listen.
Wait, so where were you in all of this situation, Richard?
I was down the road watching the back of the racetrack because there was a car back there. So yeah, that's why I didn't know what happened inside. Okay, so I think the point is here, Sally, is if you're really worried about getting stabbed, you could have frisked them and removed any weapons before you did that. Okay, I don't think I have any more questions here, Sally. It sounds like you possibly traumatized a woman by telling her she was going to a little room in pillbox and she was in significant pain for 10 minutes. Or longer.
Which I didn't know it was real or not. Which I genuinely didn't know. Fucking criminals lie all the time. They'll do anything to get out of a crime.
Did you not learn how to tell these kind of things when you did volunteer EMS, Sally?
But Richard, you are asking an officer to take a chance when it could be his life and lives of officers that are downstairs. That is unfair and unfounded. Sally was following the chain of command. He was told to keep them cuffed, and regardless of whether somebody is in pain or not, if that commanding officer feels that any one of those people could be a threat, they have to be detained until the situation is over and code 4. Sally attempted to try and get the person medical attention, which he did, while trying to follow the chain of command.
Okay, that'll be taken into consideration. Thank you both. I got no further questions, Sally. Thank you very much for your compliance. Hope you understand the need for this kind of thing. We've got to follow through, Well,
Sally is useless.
That's also noted. Twice.
Useless.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are good. Sally, I'll be in contact. I got a few more people to talk to about this. But yeah, thank you very much, Sally.
Right. All right, Sally, come on.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye, Shirley. Thanks, guys.
All right, Richard, I want results.